Firewatch asks you a simple question. Do you face your problems and tackle them head on, or do you simply cower and run away? Henry, our protagonist, chooses the latter, and over the course of 4 to 5 hours, you will discover that Henry is not alone with this dilemma. Firewatch follows this quandary, but if you're not invested in Henry's journey, the experience may feel stagnant. Firewatch begins with a text-based introduction describing the events of two strangers falling in love, but you cannot help but get the feeling that something dreadful is forthcoming. The writing here is genuine and heartbreaking. It has the same impact as the opening montage of the movie Up without the need for visuals. I won't reveal the catalyst, but the outcome entails Henry accepting a job as a fire lookout in the Wyoming wilderness. Your first patrol revolves around seeing some fireworks shooting in the sky. One of the great design choices within Firewatch is being able to see far off into the distance. You can see the fireworks erupting on the horizon, and with your trusty map and compass, you can plot your route accordingly. Upon arrival at the lake, the perpetrators start giving you trouble. You can deal with the situation however you deem appropriate. I stole their boombox, and then return to the lookout post. Near your destination, you are blinded by a torch being held by a mysterious stranger in the distance. They disappear, and when you make it to your base, you discover it has been ransacked. The real story here is the relationship between Henry and his superior Delilah. Henry has been deprived of companionship for a while, so, if you desire, he will bond with her. Delilah shares these sentiments and their relationship flourishes over time. Henry and Delilah will exchange views on everything throughout the game. Be it about the task or simply the breathtaking views, both will have something to say. Talking over the walkie-talkie is easily done. You'll be given multiple choices and silence is always an option. It is refreshing to have two people discuss an observation, whereas in other games you are given a simple one-sided analysis on your surroundings. The dialogue between the two is varied and intelligently written. Both characters are sarcastic, and as such their personalities complement each other perfectly. They will swear and joke, but they will brush aside these personas at times and display vulnerabilities.
I lied to you. I came out here with a broken heart just like you. I figured you've told me so much about you, so, there's something about me. We both fucked up.
It is no coincidence that two people who run away from their problems have found a haven in Shoshone National Park, as it is a reflection of their being. The entire region feels like limbo where nothing happens. The environments may look ravishing, especially when the hot sun bears down across the trees or into a dusty canyon, but it can feel scarce if you diverge from your current mission. The most intriguing thing to me before I played Firewatch was the prospect of actually being a ranger. Unfortunately, this opportunity is never realised. I feel the whole experience could have been fleshed out by giving you more duties to fulfill. I finished the game in just a few hours and had little incentive to return, as over the course of the story you will wander to every point on the map. As well groomed as the main narrative of Firewatch is, I wish the whole experience on a technical level would have been more polished. The frame rate constantly stuttered, and apparently it was random as there was nothing to instigate it. The controls feel needlessly complex, especially when examining objects in the map. Pressing L1 will zoom into the object you are holding, but the magnification would be far too extensive and render the object unreadable. The same issues happen when viewing the map, and planning a route can become frustrating. The real drama within Firewatch arises from the choices made by Henry. The story is actually pretty linear, yet decisions will need to be made throughout. These choices will not have a significant repercussion to the general outcome of the game, but more personal ones to Henry. How did you treat the irresponsible teenagers? Did you flirt with Delilah? When these choices come to fruition, it hits you with a guttural feeling as you feel responsible for the choices you have made. Ultimately, the message I took from Firewatch is that the true horrors of life are not the traditional formulas seen in film, but the ones that really affect us. Fears of losing loved ones and how we as people are perceived are the truly terrifying things that we encounter. This is what makes Firewatch unique and poignant as a horror story. The protagonist actively indulges in a perilous plot in order to avoid the real issues in his life, and that is something I believe that we can all empathise with. Firewatch is a very personal story about how tough life can be, but that ultimately we are not alone. If you can invest in this idea, the narrative will resonate with you. Aside from the technical issues and lack of activities outside of the main quest, the great voice acting, riveting dialogue, and absorbing atmosphere make Firewatch a chilling yet enjoyable experience. I give Firewatch 4 stars out of 5.